Hi there, thanks for joining me once again. My name is David Porter. I'm the CEO and Technical Lead at TPC Global. This is the second in a multi-part presentation series on how to build a robust channel sales operation via data analytics that actually work. In the previous presentation, we discussed TPC's approach to analyzing channel models across all their component parts, from strategy to programs to execution. Our approach is a response to the continuing difficulties within vendor organizations to provide their channel teams with consistent and insightful and actionable analysis and tools to support their goals and responsibilities to positively develop their channel operations. So today we'll be showing you how almost all mid to large organizations are united in their suffering and threading the needle as to why problems with data continue to exist. So, in late 2016, a survey was produced, co-authored by PwC and Iron Mountain. The survey was concerned with understanding the abilities within businesses to derive insights from their data. Senior execs were the major part of the survey pool, and it went out to over 1,600 businesses, including many within the IT sector. We break this down into two parts. We look at data integrity and the use of available data, and then we translate this into findings in the real world of channel teams. So, how valuable is your data? Does your data support you in the decisions you make? Very simple question, but there are a lot of levels of detail here. Companies were asked, are you making the most of your information assets? This is data that is derived internally, but within a channel organization, obviously a lot of data comes in from outside the company and needs to be enhanced, enriched, blended together. However, 75% of the companies, of the 1,650, said we are maximizing the use of our available data, which is a positive start, you may think. However, when we scratch the surface, we start to uncover some troubling findings. Another question that was asked was to say, are you obtaining tangible benefits from your data? And what this really means is, are you able to use your data in a way that can help you make decisions? And of course, data needs to be worked on, needs to be enriched and blended together in many cases for you to serve that purpose. And the answer here came out as, actually 43% do not feel like data is supporting them anywhere near enough. So we have 75% saying we're maximizing the use of our data, but then 43% saying that the data isn't good enough. So there's a disconnect here and something's gone wrong. The reason for this is that companies have a very low expectation of what they're likely to get from their data. They're aware that they should have more, but they understand and respect or not the limitations in place, which is effectively a skill gap in place to use that data in an effective way to support them in their decisions. And there is an even more troubling answer to this question, which is, do you tick here effectively if you do not get any benefit whatsoever from your data? And nearly 1 in every 4 who responded, around about 400 companies, said that we drive no benefit at all from our data. They are making decisions on gut instinct alone. So what are the findings here when we go into a deeper level of detail? The questioning here is around whether you have the right skills and technology in place to win. You are in a competitive environment, you need to have an edge on your competition, and you need to use your data effectively to build out your goals and to answer the questions required so that you can improve your market share. How many companies lack the skills and technology to use their data to gain this edge on competitors? Nearly 3/4 do not know how to blend and analyze data in an effective way to reach that end goal. However, are there any companies, according to PwC and Iron Mountain, who meet the gold standard when it comes to being set up to do this? Only 4%, 1 in 25, have a data strategy and associated processes that give business insights fast and accurately enough to be considered a gold standard. I would also add to that the processes are in place that you can repeat analyses and repeat reports, and give yourself the chance to create something that is robust and intelligible. When digging one step deeper, we wanted to look at what maybe some of the reasons are for this, and one of the questions asked was, how many of you have data analysts in your department? There is a downward trend on this. Only 25% have data analysts in their team, and although there are multiple reasons, one of the main reasons is that this job as a role, as a skill, has been outsourced, nearshored to business intelligence teams who have wonderful technical data skills, but are removed and have never been in place within channel teams and close enough to business and operations to understand what to do with the data, apart from house it and be the ambassador of it. They are reliant on teams to come to them and tell them what to do with the data. They gather the requirements and respond. And this is not good enough. It's not agile enough approach. And data analysts need to get put back into teams where appropriate. Sue Trombley, the MD at Thought Leadership at Iron Mountain, she summarized this very well. She said that businesses are investing significant money into data capture, but then they drop the ball when it comes to actually using that data. It is a skill gap. Leaders need to focus on figuring out how to take the data and use it in a digestible format for teams internally. What does it mean in the real world? There are many typical experiences. Some people watching this may read through these and have a laugh, but of course there is a serious undertone. What the reality of this is that conversations like this take place. We didn't have any data and I needed to set my sales target. I went with 5%. My boss got information top down and changed it to 10% because we are going big apparently. We want our partners to be profitable, but we don't know why they're not spending MDF. We don't know whether they're focused on us properly anymore. We don't have a process in place to analyze our resellers and distributors to understand whether our competitors are likely to be taking their mind share, and we don't have a way to respond to this. We're sure that our distribution route to market is a very valuable one. We think that local distributors have a place in combination with globals. We think that they're differentiated, but we do not have a benchmarking tool to analyze performance, strategic intentions, and the alignment between our distributors and us, and understand whether there's any gaps in the markets or opportunities for new distributors, or whether we need to consider rechanneling any partners. We spend a lot of money on market intelligence, a lot of budget goes in that direction, but we don't see it integrated in what we're using within the channel, and we have data visualization tools now in place which have created more confusion than the previous world of Excel. So that, in conclusion, is where we stand on the market. Nothing has changed. It's the reason why we work with many companies, because we come with an approach, with analyses, with tools and methodologies to support IT vendors and their channel teams in developing out their channels in the direction that they want to go. If you want to find out any more, we will be doing future presentations covering distribution optimization, reseller analytics, forecasting and inventory management, looking at POS risk, and also pricing in the channel, concentrating on our PriceMark competitive intelligence tool, which is commercialized and on the market today. If you want to find out any more information, you can go to our website where you can look around, see who we work with and what we do in more detail. You can also look us up on LinkedIn. My name is David Porter. This is also co-authored by James King, our BI and analytics lead. You can contact us whenever you like. We also have a company page there, which we update daily. We have a Tableau public page where you can look at some demos of work that we do and go into more details to understand what some of the component parts of the channel operations that we support actually cover. And we have a YouTube channel called TPC Global, which has very recently begun, and we are going to be building out content on here week in, week out. Thank you very much for your time. We appreciate you coming and listening, and we hope to see you again soon on future presentations. In the meantime, have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.